Hi folks, Pete here from Ashton's Cars, and some may know if you watch the channel regularly, first of all, apologies, we haven't updated the channel in about 10 days. I've been away on holiday, I've had relatives down visiting from Scotland, so I've been focusing on family time, but I'm back. And I've got a little Volvo with me here, which is an old V50 model, which is a 57 plate, 2007, and it's done a massive 180,000 miles. But as you probably know if you've watched our channel, I am not one to let a old car die. There's just no real good cars under £2,000 anymore. So if I've got a chance of making one of our part exchanges into one of those affordable but reliable cars, I'll do so. And that's what I've done with this. I've done a little bit of work on it, just put a new MOT on it, done a tiny bit of paint tidying up as well to make it a very presentable and I think quite a usable family car. So let's take a look at it. So the V50 model of Volvo was actually based on a Ford Focus platform, but that's not a bad thing because the Ford Focus platform is actually a very, very good platform to base a car on. But as you can see, it does have those traditional Volvo looks, and being the estate version, it's got those traditional Volvo values as well. This particular car, it's been very well looked after by previous owners. It's got quite a lot of service history with it, but it came into us looking a tiny bit tired. It had a little bit of rust on one of the wheel arches, so we've had that sprayed, and they've done a really good job of it. Had it valeted and put a new MOT on it as well, which cost me, I think, about £500 in total, but we've renewed brakes and we've renewed a few suspension components just to make it all nice and fresh. We wanted a new MOT with no advisories on it, which we've now got. So that's why I'm offering it for now for sale. The reason I thought this car was worth saving is it's actually a very, very clean, tidy car and quite a usable car. It's a 2-litre petrol. It's obviously an estate, and it's got the Towbar on it. And it's just a nice, plain, simple car. Normally aspirated 2-litre petrol engine, 5-speed manual gearbox. You know, nothing really to worry about on these cars. They're very reliable. This one's done 180,000 miles, but I've had a friend own one of these and do 400,000 miles on it on the original engine. So I wasn't really fazed by the mileage. And it is getting harder and harder to get hold of cars in this sort of price bracket. You know, it's kind of frustrating for me because we have customers, loyal customers of ours, who've been buying cars for years off us, and they're somehow being priced out of the market now for decent, reliable family transport. So it's not always perhaps the most sensible thing to do in terms of my profit margins, to be spending fortunes on cheaper cars like this and then letting them go out with a 3-month guarantee on them. But I do think that morally there's a duty to keep these older cars on the road. As a bit of a petrol head myself, I want to keep the cars going, and also I think it's better for the environment, quite simply. Why throw a car that's usable and, you know, fixable away when you can invest a little bit of money in it and get it looking like this, which is what we've done with this particular car. You know, I'm not saying this is like a show pony or anything like that. It's not perfect, but it is a very clean looking thing, really. And I just drove it up here now just to take these photos and videos. You know, it's quite a steep hill. We just went flying past a load of newer cars up this hill who cannot keep up with the pull of this 2-litre petrol in this Volvo. It really does shift. It's a nice spec as well. Nice set of alloy wheels on it. Proper wood inside. I'll show you now. Really, you don't see that anymore, do you? It's always plastic. And of course, being a Volvo, look, it comes complete with the obligatory National Trust stickers. I've left them in there because, well, what could be more Volvo than a set of National Trust stickers? You know, the bodywork, considering it's done that miles. I haven't sprayed this front end, by the way, at all. There's no stone chips on it. Volvo's paint is done to a certain standard that, you know, you just don't get that sort of finish on a Vauxhall that's done 100,000 miles. But a Volvo, nearly 200,000 miles on it, they just wear so well, these cars. There's a couple of slightly weird, that's the paint that I've done on that wing, which is, you know, we've just literally cut the rust out, sanded it back a bit, got it looking sharp. It was only a little bit of bubbling, it's not terminal rust on this car or anything. That was the only thing that was rotten. The side of the car is pretty clean and tidy, apart from a couple of little bits of discoloration above the door handles. Not sure what has gone on there, but there we are. That is what it is. Let's have a quick look in the boot, shall we? Because you may well be looking at this car because you need an estate. Well, here we go. There is room for a Labrador in the back. It's got the built-in dog guard they all have, so I've put that up just to show it off. And it's also got this handy little shelfy bit that comes up like that, which is a partition in the boot to stop your stuff rattling about too much. It's quite a cool little idea that you just get on Volvos, but you don't get on other cars. Of course, being a Volvo, it is a nice practical load area, nice wide entrance into it, and it's got 30/70 split fold seats in the back, so you can fold it flat and you've got a small van. Now, the nice thing about the V50 is you get all that accommodation, but you also have a car that's not got too big a footprint. As I said, it's built on the same platform as a Ford Focus. A Land Rover Freelander 2 is also built on this platform, and all those cars are very, very good proportionally in terms of being big enough for your family, but small enough they still fit in Tesco's parking spaces, and you can still get out of the car. Now, in the back, we have leather, we have wood. It's all in very good condition. We've even got a nice fold-down armrest, complete with cup holders in the middle. Nice accommodation in it. As you can see, it doesn't look like it's had a hard life. This, proper wood, not plastic. Unbelievable, really. And this is an SE spec. So Volvo really did, you know, they took the time with these cars. They chose quality materials. The leather's lovely and soft in it as well. It's got a classy look. Look at the way that centre console just sort of floats there, like something IKEA would come up with, isn't it? It's very Swedish, all of it. I'm going to slide in behind the wheel, show you what you get in terms of accommodation. So I love this. I love the design of it. I love the fact it's proper wood. It feels warm and, you know, nice. Not like the sort of hard plastics you get in new cars. We've got cruise control. We've got stereo controls that side. It's of its age, of course. It's not a new car. It's done 186,900 miles, look. But it's quite a pleasing place to be, this. It feels nice. The materials are good. I've got a sunroof above me as well. Oh, God, that's stiff. Doesn't feel like it's ever been opened, but nevertheless, we have got a sunroof. Let's start it up. It is due a service. I'm happy to get that done before it goes out, though. We'll do a little oil service on it. I'll give it a quick rev. It wants to go with this car, does. The performance is actually brilliant. You know, that 2 litre normally aspirated engine that we've got here is 145 horsepower. So more than ample. And bear in mind, you know, this isn't sort of modern cars, sort of heavy hybrid system thing. It's very light for the size of the car. So 145 horsepower is pretty potent in it. It's good fun to drive as well. Handles well, as you'd expect on something that's built on that Focus platform, because the Focus is always handled brilliantly. And I just really like driving this car. The seats are really generously proportioned. The dash layout makes perfect sense. You know, very, very easy to navigate your way around these switches. We've got left and right controls for the heating there as well, so you can have separate heating controls for your passenger and your driver. I love the way the Volvo did these switches back in the day. Look, you just press the direction you want the air to flow in on the man there, and that's the way the air flows. It's simple, it's easy. Why can't everyone do it? It's got a trip computer which is built based on the end of this stalk as well. You turn the little wheel here and it brings up average miles per gallons, that sort of thing. That's not bad actually. 31.6 has been sat in a car wash this morning. I reckon you're probably going to get about 35 to the gallon out of this car, and that's pretty good going, really. It's just, it's simple, easy motoring, guys. This is, isn't it? I'm not going to pretend it's, you know, immaculate. It's not. It's clean and tidy and well presented. There's no rips and tears in any of the seats. The engine's smooth. It pulls through the gears well. There's no smoke. There's no oil burning. It's nice. And if you're looking for a car for £2,000 or thereabouts, it should be considered, is what I'll say, because there's some, it's a bit of a sort of murky sort of mixed bag of cars in that sort of price bracket these days. And, you know, with this particular one, I think it's one of the nicer cars that you will get in that sort of price bracket, and very usable as well. Very, very usable. 2 litre petrol, in my opinion, better than the diesel. It's ULEZ compliant for a start, but also just simpler. No turbos to worry about. You don't have the injector issues that you get with diesel models. I would prefer a 180,000 mile petrol Volvo than I would a 180,000 mile diesel one, unless it's the D5 engine. But, you know, again, you're not going to be really getting a nice one of them for under £2,000. So, in my opinion, this is the one to go for. Maybe you agree. Let me know in the comments below, because if you've had one of these cars, or you are considering one, or you know someone who's had one, and I'm sure plenty of you do because they were very popular, let us know your opinion and your thoughts on them and your experience of these cars. I think you can't beat an old Volvo, personally. And if you're interested in this one, obviously it's available. 07932 873 646 is my number. You can get hold of me, and I'm happy to take part exchange, happy to arrange delivery. Just let us know where you are, what you're doing. We'll work a deal out to suit you. And yeah, it's a good usable car for someone that I've probably spent a bit too much money on. But hey, you know, that's what us petrol heads do, isn't it? So give us a shout. 1995 this is going up for. 07932 873 646 if you're interested. And if you've not done so already, then please hit the button to subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us if you can do that. And you can hit on the notifications if you want to be kept informed of new stock that we've got coming in, car buying advice, general car stuff. You know, we will be sort of getting on the channel a lot more now over the coming weeks, because I'm back in work full time, and hopefully you'll see many new uploads off us over the coming days. So thanks for watching. I hope it's been of interest to you, and please do comment below and let us know your opinions on the V50, because I think it's a bit of an unsung hero in the Volvo lineup. Bye for now.